at about 10 to 1 in August. What is it? August 11th? Maybe it's August 10th. I don't know what it is. So I just got done shopping at Staples. You can see in the back seat here, I had to order a box because I made a sale on my eBay account. And I walked into Staples and they only had like 4 different size boxes. And being the Gen Xer I am, I wanted to know, are there any other size boxes? Because I needed a 19 by 13 by 4. Or 13 by 19 by 4. Whatever the order's supposed to be. I needed something only 4 inches thick, maybe 5. Well, the only boxes they had in stock were like 19 by 20 by 20 or 20 by 20 by 20. So, the Gen Xer I am, I went up to the clerk standing at the office print shop, not knowing whether this kid was, cross-trained in all the departments, or did he just work in the print shop. Knowing retail, most people are cross-trained in everything. They're, the print shop, you walk the aisles, and some days, so on and so forth. So I walk up to this guy. He's maybe 25 years old at tops, 22 to 25 years old. And I walk up to him and go, hey, excuse me. He's like at the cash register, just like looking at some papers or something. And he looks up at me and he goes, just like that. He's like, hi. I said, I got a question. Can you help me? I got some question about the boxes. And the boxes were like 3 feet away from, they were like maybe no more than 10 feet from his cash register. It's right across from where he worked. He goes, yeah, okay, I can help you. I can help you. And I said, well, I just got a question about the size of the boxes. Do you carry a 19 by 20 by 4? And this is literally what the young guy did. He looked over at the aisle where the boxes were, and he went, like forever. I bet you a good 15 seconds went by. And he adjusts his glasses, looks at me, and goes, honestly, I have no idea. And I for a moment in my mind, am like a customer service representative in a major office supply store just told me they had no idea. That was his definitive answer. That was his answer. Hey, good morning there. And in my mind, I'm thinking that's really this guy says all this kid could do is say, I don't know. I have no idea. He said, I absolutely have no, absolutely, he even threw in absolutely. And I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, man. And I said, well, are you cross-trained in all the departments? You just work in the print shop? And he goes, he looks around in a panic, goes, yeah. I just work in here in the print shop. Yeah. I went, okay. All right. Well, thanks. And I walked away from him, and I walked about 15 feet to my right. And I found a woman who was working in the computer where they sell the laptops and stuff. And I said, hey, excuse me a second. I said, do you work in all the departments here? She goes, yep, I work everywhere. How can I help you? And I said, I need a box to mail something. I need it to be no thicker than like 5 feet thick, 19 by 19. Oh, no, we don't have anything like that. She just went back to work. Hey there, Roxanne. Due to the pandemic, they were very kind to us. Oh, you faded. The message faded. Sorry, Roxanne. So that's the only thing that she said as she went back to work. And I just said, okay, fine. I just went and bought my I got a 20 by 20 by 20 box for like $6 to mail. A box that's only 19 by 13 by 4. You gotta do what you gotta do, and it's not, but it was like these people in Staples. Staples is a store where I dread going in there. I always dread walking to Staples, especially the one here. It's just filled with people that, like, it's more than apparent they don't want to be working in retail. It's more than apparent they have no personality. It's more than apparent they have no customer service skills. Every time we come in here, we always get somebody who seems bothered that they're being asked a question. And these are the same people that are going to go onto TikTok and to Facebook and to go onto YouTube and complain they lost their jobs because Staples went out of business and everything they do is online now. These are the same people that are going to be sitting in their car like I'm going, I just lost my job because I didn't have any idea what the fuck I was doing and they let me go. And now they're online. It's the same with Best Buy. Best Buy used to be bad here in my town. Terrible customer service. And I don't know if they're trying to save themselves now, but now when you walk into Best Buy, you get people that actually at least try to help you and are somewhat friendly. The other worst place is Guitar Center. Guitar Center is just filled with just idiots. Kids that have a dream of being a rock star that shouldn't be working in a retail outlet. They don't know a Martin guitar from a Korean knockoff. They don't know anything. They don't know about the strings. They don't know about the cables. And these are kids. These are kids. When I was 26, I just started to learn about all this stuff. It was exciting. I knew all about different guitar strings and tuners and cables and microphones, omnidirectional, unidirectional, dynamic mics, all that stuff. Because you ask them, hey, do you have any licks for guitar strings? Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and rant about Guitar Center. But Staples, I just don't understand. I don't get it. So it's more than apparent they have absolutely no training. You have a young man who's working in the print shop who didn't have the presence of mind to say, hey, I don't know. I just work in the print shop, but let me find you somebody who could help. Hey, Sally. Sally, the woman I ended up talking to, was 15 feet away, 20 feet away. Hey, Sally, can you help this guy with the boxes? No, and he didn't do that because he was pensive, he was shy, he was scared. And how do I know that? Because I used to be a kid, and I used to work in a grocery store, and every day I walked through the threshold of that grocery store, I prayed that no one would talk to me. No customers, because the customers, I always would get these old fuckers that are probably no older than I am now that come up to me and say, hey there, young man, I used to bag groceries when I was 17. And yeah, it was a lot of fun back in the old days when I walked uphill both ways to school in the snow and in nuclear blast. Tell you what, buddy, I had it rough. You kids today, they go on and on while you're in the aisle stocking shelves. I wanted nothing to do with anyone. But who hires these people? Doesn't anybody know how to screen anyone? If you get a kid in there that can't even talk to his own shadow, he's afraid of his own shadow, and he's about as bright as a football bat. Are they that desperate for employees that you get some Nimrod in there like this? Some Claude? I absolutely have no idea. I may have been talking to Jerry Lewis and the Bellboy. The Bellhop, whatever that movie was from like 100 years ago. Lady, I don't know. They're mouth breathers here at Staples. And the kid, then, so I get my box and I go to check out, and it could have been this guy's twin. It really could have been this guy's twin running the cash register. He doesn't even say hi. He's got his head down looking at something in a box. I don't know, he's looking for his brains or something. And he doesn't look at me, he goes, can I help you? Okay. Just want to check out. It's okay. Are you a club member? Doesn't even look at me. Doesn't say hi. Nothing. Are you a club member? Are you a club member? And I say, yeah. I give my phone number. He goes, okay. Peter? Yeah. It's me. All right. All right. Just swipe your card there. All right. You want an email or you want to print a receipt? All right. Bye. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know retail. I worked in grocery stores. I've worked face-to-face in retail, and it's horrible. But Staples isn't exactly a place where they get rushed with thousands of customers. You have select customers that come in there throughout the day, like a busy. They're the busiest. This is the busiest I've seen them in years. But do you know anybody that works at Staples? What their hiring process is? How they select these people? It's got to be. They have inexperienced managers who are desperate to get anybody to work in there, just like in a call center, and they hire people to work in the print shop because the print shop has turnover like crazy. And I think that's one place where you have customers screaming at you, because if you mess up somebody's business card order or their wedding picture order or something like that, they're gonna fucking come in and scream and yell at you like they don't deserve to be screamed at. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I can't stand coming to Staples, but I gotta go home and package this package and do some things around the house. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.